The brutal, cowardly jihad murder in Woolwich has brought home to us all that Britain faces a stark choice: a sickening slide into civil war, or admitting that mass immigration has been a disaster and has to be not just stopped, but reversed. I was elected as an MEP for telling the truth about the child abuse grooming scandal by criminal Muslim gangs, and for speaking out on behalf of the white and Sikh victims of Islamic street violence against Kafars, as these cowardly thugs call all us unbelievers. And you'll remember, I've been persecuted for it as well. Twice the BBC, the political elite and their police puppets tried to send me to prison for telling the truth about Muslim drug rape gangs and the fact that Islamic terrorism is not un-Quranic, but comes direct from the Quran. They even tried to jail me for predicting 18 months before 7/7 that Yorkshire-born Muslim terrorists would blow up buses and tube trains in London. So they may also try and gag and imprison me for this new prediction. Right now, groups of young Muslims, many of them barely in their teens, are watching the same news footage from Woolwich that sickens us and are saying to each other, "Yeah, that's jihad, that's good, that's what we must do." And some of them will do it. Maybe not tomorrow or next week, but time after time after time in the increasingly bloody years ahead. And many young native British lads, seeing only surrender, appeasement and lies from our political masters, will give up on democracy and take the law into their own hands in a desperate defence of all we hold dear. Enoch Powell wasn't wrong. He was just very long-sighted. But the rivers of blood are now much closer. Unless we act. Because it doesn't have to be like that. If we only face facts, if we only acknowledge that the virulent strain of Wahhabi Islam, now spreading like a cancer in our midst, is incompatible with our ways and makes peace between their community and ours impossible, then it would be easy to stop this slide to disaster. I said easy. We just have to pay Britain's Muslim population to leave and insist that they do. I didn't say cheap. But since Cameron and Clegg reckon that Britain can afford to give away £12 billion in foreign aid every year and rising, then we can surely afford to take that money and use it to fund the peaceful resettlement of Britain's Muslim population in Islamic countries where they can be truly at home. Because, you can believe me, that's the only choice we have: inaction, appeasement and civil war, or face reality, pay the bill and reclaim our country. But don't just say I'm right, because without your help, being right isn't enough. No one else will do it. We're ruled by fools, cowards and traitors. There's no knight in shining armour out there to rescue us while we watch. If we don't do it, no one else will. If you don't do it, no one else will. So get involved today in our crusade to save Britain and give the children of this wonderful country a safe future in our own land.